Hello, my dear, and welcome to this timeless reading that seems to be timed perfectly, not only when you find it, but also as the sun is setting. I did not expect to get this beautiful sunlight just now, but we'll take advantage of it and see what you need to hear right now. Let's see, you have the King of Cups and the Six of Swords in reverse. There is some situation potentially in your life that is very emotionally charged for you, where you have already poured in a lot, that you are struggling to let go, even though you feel like this is the next step. The Six of Swords is the card of leaving behind something, moving into calmer waters now. I want to find out a bit more of the situation with this Knight of Cups. This could be a person. The court cards, so the depictions of the page, the knight, the queen, and the king, do often indicate people in your life. It can also be a part of yourself. But this is someone who is striving towards achieving emotional fulfillment, learning and growing, and balancing that within themselves. But let's find out a bit more about this Knight of Cups, if we may. What is going on with the Knight of Cups? Because it could also be someone. Oh, wow, there's a lot of blockages. Again, this could be you, it could be someone else in your life. But there seems to be a lot of blockages that are currently having to be worked through and that are potentially leading to difficulty of change, of letting go. You have here the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is the card of carrying so much. You see how much he's carrying on his back. Carrying so much and still making it, but being very strained in their power. Here, this is there has to be an acknowledgement in regards to this. Either this has already happened or it hasn't yet, but the call is there. And that's kind of why the person might be really busy. The Six of Cups here in reverse, this is the card of nostalgia. So something from your past might be coming up, but something that is not resolved, that has yet to be resolved, even if it's not from your childhood. But it could be people from the past popping up. Right? Maybe this person from the past who is yet to heal, yet to get past these struggles and responsibilities that they're doing too much of, you know, and yet they're coming in when you're trying to maybe move away. Interesting. Wait, I want to get, just for confirmation, is this a relational reading? We're going to use these again. Okay, is this genuinely, because it does feel like potentially this is a past relationship. Let's see. Is this a relational reading? We already have an answer. I think so, my dear. And I'm sorry if that's the case, because with the Six of Swords here in the beginning, I do sense that there is more of a wanting to move on, right? The Six of Swords is always this moving ahead, changing your scenario, maybe moving itself. Maybe for some of you, there has been a move. But here, my dear, you have the page joining the Knight of Cups. So even someone younger. So yeah, what I'm getting is someone who was emotionally potentially immature. Because the Page of Cups, he is very loving, very caring. But it really is dependent on their own moods as well. The element of the water, so your emotions, your feelings, they are not just you or them, you know. There is always this back and forth when you are engaging with a human being and with anything in this world. And the page here hasn't learned how to balance that very well yet, right? So it's a lot about a person or a lot about themselves. Here you have the Two of Wands coming out as well, but in reverse. So the Two of Wands is someone, look, trying to look at the next potential, and specifically the next potential for growth. And you see how we had here a person who is carrying on too much. This is a person who's like starting a bunch of projects but not finishing them, which, yeah, it feels like they're always abandoned. It's not a matter of coming back to it, it's just abandoning things and just putting on more stuff. And this card came out in reverse, right? So maybe this expansion, or this maybe learning to put away things as well, was not learned. It was not learned, and that's why there was this page. So now there is the Knight here. So potentially there has been a bit of growth within this person, but I do sense there is still a lot of stuff that needs to be worked through. specifically when it comes to putting on too many responsibilities on one's back, and when it comes to pain and hurt from the past specifically. And this could indicate also childhood wounds, so as far back as you can think of. Okay, so to verify, the Six of Swords, who is trying to get away? Who is trying to get away in this? Let's find out. How fun, we're going on a little discovery today. Ho, ho, ho. You never know what comes out. well, one would argue potentially you do if time does not exist and you've already seen it. But you have the Empress here. A card I think makes a lot of sense because you had the Knight on the other side of it. And it doesn't matter what your gender is, what the gender of the person is, however your, whatever connection we have here, it doesn't matter. But what I'm getting from the idea of the tarot and how these roles engage with one another, I do sense that potentially the person trying to get away, my dear, is you. And this is someone, right? This is the Empress. This is someone who has taken on the role of control of their own life. Specifically here with the female, the nurturing, the receiving. And you have the pomegranate here, which is also a symbol of fertility, which the Empress is very much also a figure for, right? So there might be a family involved. But what I'm getting, this is definitely someone who knows how to take care of themselves and other people, right? And there's a trying to move on, and maybe this person is potentially coming in the hope of getting a bit more nurturing. Who knows? Can we have more information potentially on what the situation was at the time when this connection was going on? Just a little bit information. What's going on? What was going on? Thank you so much. Oh my god. I love cards. I love that we got to do this. I love that you guys are here and you're listening to this and hopefully taking something away from here. You know, thinking about yourself as well, even though this is very much a relational situation. But sometimes we need to listen to this kind of stuff. Sometimes we really need to engage with whatever is going on, very much in terms of our relationships in our lives, right? My dear, your past. You have the Three of Swords, the Heartbreak card, the Two of Swords in reverse, a decision that was not made, someone who was undecisive, who was trying to hide themselves from themselves. Interesting that came out. Hide themselves from themselves, and by doing that, they were refusing to make a choice, and being very defensive. Whether this was you or them, but I'm getting potentially right conflict. The Seven shows that this person is warding off their position. They're just continuously trying to stand their ground. My dear, obviously, this does not look like a situation that was very nice or helpful or a relationship that makes sense to revisit. I'm going to be very straight here with you, just from the cards that I'm getting. And if you're resonating, I would encourage you to take a moment to see how that feels for you to hear, you know? Okay, our forest friends want to say hi too today, so let's see what they want to say. Oh, we got 3. And little boys here as well. We have the leaping hare, agility. Quick on your feet, you can find solutions to any problem. Okay, what else? The wide stage, believe in yourself and be your own guiding light. Trust you know the way. And we have the sweet black sheep, compassion. It's said there's no small act of kindness. Look out for ways to care for those around you. Now that brings me to a thought that I'm just going to share. But my dear, whatever is going on in terms of weather with you, if you're watching it as it comes out and you happen to be on the northern hemisphere, put out some water, please, for wildlife, for the plants, anything. If you have plants, make sure to water them either before the sun's properly risen up or at the end of the day, so you don't burn your roots and your plants can actually take on the water, and that can help them survive this heat. Specifically, if you're putting out water for little creatures, make sure that it is shallow. Make sure that you put in little rocks, something that they can grab onto, that they can get out of if they do in fact fall into the water. There's lots of things that you can do, but I just feel that had to be said right now, with the small acts of kindness that you can make in this world, and the difference that you can make in this world by such small things. It can be very encouraging for you as well to see that you are making a difference. This reminds me of the story of this old man. I think it's a tale, but it's this old man who... Oh, let me restart. There's a little boy, and he watches this old man at the beach every day, throwing in, starfish. Because the starfish get swept up, and then they die on the sand. So he sees this old man every day go out there and throw starfish in. But we're talking about a very long beach. There's a lot of starfish, and he barely makes a difference. By the end of the day, you barely even see that, anything was done. And one day, the little boy goes up to him and he says, I need to ask you, why do you do this? It's not like you make a difference. There's so many. And then the old man looks at the boy and he picks up a starfish and he says, I am making a difference for this one. And he throws it into the water. My dear, if that is not the most loving and caring thing that you can think of, or it's so hard to exist in this world. There's so much pain, there's so much suffering, and we can only do so much, and we can break ourselves with the knowledge of that you can only do so much. But you're not only doing so much, you are doing that much. It's a matter of perspective. Never give up hope, because hope is that which allows you to see the potential, the opportunity, the ways in which you can give and you can help. And you can believe in yourself. I am looking at this person. No. Why am I saying person? Because the card, intuitively, I put it on top of this knight coming up, right? The person potentially coming up, trying to come back up from the past. I am getting potentially this person was involved in making you feel like you couldn't believe in yourself. Whether consciously or subconsciously, but I'm not getting that this was a person that made you believe in yourself. So you had to be quick on your feet and find solutions, and you had to find a way out. You see? Okay, we're going to finish your reading because it's getting cold and it's getting dark, and now the sun has left us. Actually, you can't see it, but it's like really pink around the sun, and it's just about to leave. I think we have 2 minutes. Okay, but I want to see. What can we know about our Empress here, the figure here, which I think is the representative of you, again, no matter what your gender is. What can we know about the Empress for the way ahead? Oh my lordies, did you see that? Babes, and the cards fell on top of the past. They fell right on top of the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So the defensive relationship, a relationship that had to do with a lot of heartbreak, defensiveness, and a lack of making choices. Okay. Oh my dear, you have grown to such a magnitude. Like, I've got shivers, and it's not just because it's cold. But my dear, you have the Queen here of Cups. You see, this person from the past, they're trying to achieve what you have achieved. How funny, isn't that? How funny. And now they're potentially, that's why they're coming back at you. But the Empress here was showing you already a person in control and in charge of their life, and very much happily doing so, right? Here though, you have more major energy coming up, falling on top of what the past was. Look at how you have grown. Whatever happened in your life, there was such a shift, such an alchemization of some sort of the pain, that it led to you reaching the fulfillment and reaching this completion of sorts. But you had to be faced with beautiful card, the Sun. I mean, look at this. It's so pretty. It's, I think, one of the most beautiful cards. But it's in reverse. The Sun is the happiness, your joy, your inner kid coming out and you're like, yeah, this is so much fun. And here it comes out and it's showing us the opposite. It's showing us sadness in relationship. This sadness, the pain, it fueled you. It made you into who you are now. Now, can we know anything, or can we leave the collective with some advice on how to proceed with this person, situation? I think you already know. I would argue to, based on this reading, my dear, do as you like. Obviously, this is solemnly a lady on the internet reading you cards, right? But based on this reading, I wouldn't engage if I were you. And just the best thing you can do is not engaging in this kind of situation, I would say. But and continue to do what you got to do, even if the person's trying to rope you in. And I really feel this. I'm seeing someone in my mind's eye trying to get offshore on their boat, ready to fucking leave, and then someone is holding on to the rope that you were using. They're like trying to pull you back, and you're like, no, get the fuck away. What do? You cut the rope. Look how many swords you got there. Cut the fucking rope. Maybe you want to do some rope tying, cutting of ties meditation. It's basically the idea of, visualizing, getting into a meditative state and visualizing yourself cutting any ties, making the conscious intention, really believing that whatever ties are there, that you are ready to let them go, cut it off. And do that. If you say, oh, I did it and it didn't work, you have to repeat it over and over and over, because what you're ultimately doing is making yourself believe that. You are the universe. You are that which is around you. So if you believe it, truly believe it. Our storage is filling up and it's getting dark. So we finished this reading with maybe a bit of timing, or not necessarily timing. Actually, I'll stick with it. Timing. Expect powerful change. And we have a new moon eclipse. And you know what's happening right now in the sky as I'm recording it? Or at least yesterday. There was a new moon. And there's no eclipse right now, but there will be an eclipse very soon in August. I mentioned it in another video recently. Either way, my dear, whenever you're watching this, what I'm getting is this powerful change is here. It is here. Right now. In the next coming, in the time coming ahead. You are in it now. If you believe it, so it will be. Right? And we have so many cards today. Oh my gosh. Nothing will come out of this situation. Exactly. So, nothing to lose at the end of the day. And I'm hearing, at the end of the day, you're another day older. And at the end of the day, you will have learned another lesson that you can implement into your life. That is not part of the lyrics. It's time to release negativity, babes. That's going to be it. I think it says everything you need to know. Cut away which is rotten, because it will only infect you, my dear. Have a lovely rest of your day. And if you need anything else, you can find more videos. If you need a personal reading, if you have a quick question, I have now a new part of my shop where you can get a quick question. Check it out, my dears. I hopefully see you somewhere here very soon. Bye-bye.